Good morning, Ultimate Hustlers. Today, in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month, we're going to rock out 11 powerful ways to overcome fear and anxiety on this Wellness Wednesdays. We're going to take it to the mental health wellness for you guys this morning. So do me a favor, go ahead and comment in the chat where you're from. Drop the name of your business and or your brand and smash that share button, ladies and gentlemen. And let's talk about mental health. Right? 11 powerful ways to overcome fear and anxiety and some of the benefits of doing some of these 11 things. So again, comment in the chat where you're from, drop the name of your business and or your brand if you would like a free business shout out, and let's kick it. Yo, what's up, Ultimate Hustlers, and welcome to the Cortez Hustle Show, the business podcast for the entrepreneur of the 21st century. And I'm your host, Cortez Hustle. Our goal is to give you a behind-the-scenes look at how the world's greatest hustlers build amazing brands, scale their businesses to incredible heights, sell more, make more, and create mass movements that impact the world. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned vet or you're sitting on the sidelines with aspirations to one day unleash your inner hustle. This show will provide the insights into how pure grit, determination, and hard work has morphed into some of the most iconic brands and personalities and how they are moving the culture forward. You'll get a mix of solo shows featuring yours truly, as well as interviews and content from other hustlers that I either know personally or I've learned from or whose grind I've come to know and respect. And you'll also get exclusive recordings from our membership called Monetize My Life Academy, which you can check out at monetizemylifeacademy.com. That's a program where we go live every month with some of the best hustlers on the planet, sharing best practices on how we all can explode our brands with advanced branding and marketing tactics, business development strategies, and financial game planning necessary to build the empires we all desire. Again, that's at monetizemylifeacademy.com. If you like today's episode, chances are the hustlers you're connected to will like it as well. Share it with those in your network. And when you do, use hashtag Cortez Hustle so I can see you and hopefully give you a shout out and share you in my stories. So check out today's episode and make sure you subscribe to the feed on your favorite podcasting networks. All right, Ultimate Hustlers, welcome to the Cortez Hustle Show. I am, of course, your host, Cortez Hustle, also known as the one and only financial health mentor, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur from monetizemylifeacademy.com, coming to you live and direct from the Monetize My Life studios here in St. Louis, Missouri. And if you have yet to get your free copy of Monetize My Life, 4 incredibly simple ways to turn your passions into profit, then you can do so by going over to monetizemylifeacademy.com/free book. And for a limited time, I'm also giving away one of my best and most popular online courses called How to Become an Influencer. See, it's simple. You learn how to turn one of your gifts into a profitable business. Then you learn how to become an influencer so that you can market and promote that business and get your message out to the masses. So again, go over to monetizemylifeacademy.com/free book. Welcome this morning. I see Jessica Williams in the building from the Zeal Real podcast. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I always enjoy having other podcasters in the building with us today. So we're talking 11 powerful ways to overcome fear and anxiety. Man, stop stressing. Stop letting things hold you back. It is Mental Health Awareness Month. It is Wellness Wednesdays. And I've got an amazing testimony, man. I have literally woken up outside of my mind, and we might get into some of that today, or maybe we'll just do an entire show on that next week for Wellness Wednesdays. A couple quick announcements before we get rocking and rolling. You guys know that I have a financial education business and I'm expanding, and I'm looking to help 4 more people for the month of May. Basically what our financial education franchise does, it helps you, A, get your personal finances in order, and B, for spreading the message of our economic empowerment or our complete financial makeover, then you can earn some commissions by helping other people get involved in the program. Also, if you're a single mom, you need to ask about our 50% off discount to help you get rocking and rolling. Because I was raised by a single mom. I know what it's like to struggle and to be in that struggle and to do everything for your children and still not be able to make ends meet. But we can help any and everybody save money, make money, and grow their money with this program. And if you're a single mom, we want to help you with a 50% off scholarship to get started in the program. Also, Hustle Nation, if you want to know how to double your retirement in the next 4 to 5 years, then you need to join Hustle Nation. $5 per month. And one of our most popular courses or trainings in there is the double-digit return course, where I show you 5 different funds where you can earn 12, 13, or even 16% returns on your money. At 16%, that means your money is doubling every 4.5 years. So yes, your retirement can double in the next 4 years. So think about whatever that amount you have in your 401k is today. In the next 5 years, what would it look like if that was doubled? And then 5 years later, if it doubled again, could you see yourself retiring comfortably? And that's why I do it. And plus, you get to support the page with that $5 monthly investment. So we're talking 11 powerful ways to overcome fear and anxiety. Man, fear and anxiety is holding a lot of people back. It's one of the things that kill more dreams than even failure, right? But before we get started, y'all know I like to start the show off with a quote of the day. So right here on the Cortez Hustle Show, today's quote of the day is actually a question and an answer from the great Jim Rohn. How can you earn above average income? Anybody know? Anybody know how can you earn above average income? What are your thoughts on that? According to Jim Rohn, he says, how can you earn above average income? By becoming an above average person. See, the problem with this is most people have been trained very well by our school system that the only way that you can become more valuable is that you have to go back to school and get a degree or a certification, or in other words, get somebody else's permission to add value to your life. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I did not finish college. I checked out after the first 2 weeks, officially dropped out after the first 2 semesters. But does that mean I don't have knowledge? Does that mean I am not intelligent? No, it just means I didn't get a degree in a specific field. But let me tell y'all what the best knowledge is. The best knowledge is self-knowledge. Even those with degrees will admit that it was their yearn for knowledge that allowed them to finish that degree. Most people who have a college degree, it wasn't because they love school so much. It wasn't that they were looking for permission to be successful. They had a dream, a vision, or goal for their lives, and they saw college as a way to further that cause, and they pushed themselves. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You can push yourself to that place today. You can pick up books in the specific subject that you want to learn. You can listen to podcasts on the specific subject that you want to learn. You can go to conferences. You can attend webinars. You can attend workshops, and you can learn yourself. Jim Rohn also says that formal education will will help you survive, but it is a self-education that will create a lifestyle beyond anyone's wildest dreams. So if you want to earn an above average income, then you have to become an above average person. And it happens in this sequential order. A lot of people are trying to do what they think will get them the results without becoming. No, you have to become first. And when you become something different, then you naturally start doing something different. And it's the doing after you become that will allow you to have something different. You got to be, do, then have, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want an above average income, then you need to become an above average person. And you do that by changing the things that you consume in terms of content. You do that by changing the places that you frequent, we so get comfortable in our little sphere of influence that we never venture out into areas that we're not familiar with. That's how you grow. And then change the people that you hang around the most if you want to become something different. Yes, experience is one of the greatest lessons. No one can take that away from Jessica M. Williams. That is so true. So that is the quote of the day right here on the Cortez Hustle Show, brought to you by Monetize My Life Academy, digital marketing mastermind. If you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to figure out how to use the internet to build a bigger, more attractive, more robust, more influential brand, then we have a mastermind that happens every single month, $50 per month, and you will learn what it takes to build your own digital empire and get more from social media and the internet in terms of lead generation, building businesses, building your brand, building your awareness, attracting the right people to you. Yeah, if you want to mastermind with some of the dopest entrepreneurs on the planet, then all you got to do is go to digitalmarketingmastermind.com to check that out. So 11 powerful ways to overcome fear and anxiety. And if you want access to this actual resource, because chances are I won't read everything, but this resource lives inside of our private Facebook group called Wealth Creation Playbook. 11 powerful ways to overcome fear and anxiety. One of the curses of being able to think and reason is the ability to feel fear and anxiety, even when neither are warranted. Fear and anxiety can serve as helpful cues that there may be a situation that deserves caution. But after this is accomplished, they actually cause more harm than good. See, when you live in a perpetual state of anxiety, it's not good because your body is literally creating hormones that keep you in the state of fight or flight permanently. And that, my friend, is not healthy. You create your own fear and anxiety. You can also create your own peace and serenity. Oh, I think that's worth repeating. You create your own fear and anxiety. You can also create your own peace and serenity. Choose to minimize the effects of fear and anxiety in your life. Number one, right? We're going over 11 of these today, and I'm going to try my best to get through all 11. Number one is breathing. Breathing is the fastest way to derail fear and anxiety. When faced with fearful thoughts or situations, we begin breathing quickly and shallowly. This begins a cascade of physiological events that result in feelings of fear and anxiety. It's possible to circumvent this process by breathing deeply and slowly. Try breathing quickly and shallowly for 60 seconds and see how you feel. Now try breathing slowly and deeply. Notice the difference, right? You got to remember, guys, that when you're feeling fear and anxiety, it is not necessarily, and I got this from my great coach, Brian Bean, and he shared this with us with one of our Game Changer events. Your body is going through physiological changes to prepare you for what's about to happen. Not to make you turn away from it, but that quickening in your breathing, that heightened sense of awareness, that's for you to do one or two things, fight or flight. You can choose to fight, and all of those things that's happening, your quick breathing and all that stuff, that's for you to be ready to execute and be successful. So it doesn't always mean run. It doesn't always mean don't do the thing that's causing you to feel fearful. Number two on the list, act normally. Continue behaving as you would if there were nothing to fear. You can communicate to the fearful part of yourself that everything is okay. If you can act as if everything is fine, your brain will begin to believe it. So it's just kind of another way of calming yourself down. One of the things that I like to say about fear is some of the things that we are afraid of, not only will they likely not happen, but when you think about the worst thing that can happen, if you proceed to do the thing that you're afraid of, a lot of times the thing that you're afraid of, something bad going to happen, right? I am one of my businesses is in the network marketing space, right? And sometimes to ask somebody to take a look at a business opportunity becomes fearful for a lot of people, even yours truly, right? But then I have to ask myself, what is the worst thing that could happen if I ask this person if they're open to add another stream of income to their household? They can say no. They can say, get out of here. They can say, oh, that's one of those pyramid things. They can laugh in my face. But is that going to kill me? Was that worth me being afraid of in the first place? So acting normally could help you in that respect. Number 3, this is a big one, guys. This is a big one. Spend time with supportive friends and family. And this is more when you're feeling anxiety about an activity that maybe is a day or two away. Obviously, this isn't if you feel an imminent danger, do you go seek friends and family because you don't have time to do that. But sometimes we have a presentation due at work tomorrow. Sometimes we have a big talk coming up with one of our children or our parents. Sometimes we have things that are looming in the days to come. And those things are causing us to feel fear and anxiety hours away from the actual event. Spend time with supportive friends and family. A night on the town can work wonders to relieve stress and anxiety. A long, meaningful talk over a cup of coffee can be very beneficial, right? But this also speaks to the people that you have in your life. Do you actually have someone that you can call on that can help you through such a thing? That, my friend, is the question. A lot of times we are moving in a different direction in our lives, and one of the last things we neglect to change are the people in our lives. And believe it or not, sometimes the people in our lives are the ones who are causing us the most stress, fear, and anxiety, right? Because they're not supportive. They don't speak in alignment with what we're trying to do, where we're trying to go. They have a negative perception of reality, and you're trying to change to a more positive perception of reality. These things are critically important to creating that peace and that serenity around yourself. Everybody know, how many of you guys got people that just bring the drama with them every time they walk in the room, right? I want to hear from you. Do you have people in your life that just bring the drama? Don't call the names. Do you have people that literally, when they walk in the room, the balance of energy is just different, right? We all have those people in our lives. Now, watch this. On the other hand, how many of you guys have people in your life that whenever they enter a room, the room just lights up? They bring the joy. They bring the happy. They bring such a positive vibration with them when they come in the room that the whole room starts to vibrate on a higher level, right? Jessica says, yes, you feel the negative energy from certain people, right? And just like you feel the negative energy, when certain people walk around the room, there's a positive energy that overcomes the room. Now, let me ask you the real question. Why don't you spend more time with the people who bring the positive energy in the room? Yeah, I want you to think about it. How much time we've identified these people in our lives, no matter where I am, if this certain person walks into the room lights up, it radiates, the entire vibration of that room elevates. And then there's certain people that walk in the room, and when they come into your presence, into the room, the entire vibration of the room decreases. Why are you not spending more time with the people who elevate the vibration in the room? Right? Jessica said, I had to learn to distance myself from people that brought
that energy down. Yeah, a lot of times we're not really doing that as much as we could, definitely not as much as we should. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 7:20, so y'all know what that means. It is time for 1 minute motivation. 1 minute motivation is where I play a short 1 minute motivational clip, and I'm going to give a couple takeaways, and I'm going to ask that you give a couple takeaways as well. And everybody who engages and comments on the show, you are always entered into a drawing to win a free vacation. We're revamping our free giveaway system, so we'll roll that out again in the next couple of weeks. I think I want to start blessing people on a show by show basis. So we're trying to figure out how to best implement that. Nevertheless, engaging in the show has its benefits. So let's get ready for 1 minute motivation. You guys get ready to comment in the chat what your biggest takeaway is from this 1 minute motivational clip. Let's kick it.
Start with something small if you want, and then build. But right now, write down 2 decisions you've made, and then take action on them immediately. I mean, right now. I mean, even before I finish talking here, stop the tape, pick up the phone, and make that call you've been waiting for. Do not put it off another minute. I don't care what it takes. There's power in momentum. I'm a big believer that once you set a goal, once you make a decision, you should immediately, in that moment, do something to start making progress towards it. That way you can't cop out later on or get caught up or lose your momentum. So please do it now. And I know not all things can be done right now, so maybe it's something you have to do tomorrow morning. But whatever you're going to do, make the decision and then commit to follow through and then check in tomorrow. Because this is the first step to grabbing your personal power.
Remember this. So you got to get out there. You got to give it everything you got, whether it's your time, your talent, your prayers, or your treasures.
Hoo-wee. I don't know about y'all, but that fires me up. Let me ask you guys a question. Can you admit, or can you say with confidence and certainty that you have been giving it everything that you got? Can you say, without a shadow of a doubt, Cortez, everything that I have been trying to do in my relationship, in my business, in my job, my career, in my family, in my health, I have been giving it everything I got? Man, that's so heavy, right? If not, why not? If not, why not? Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I could do more. I feel you, Jessica. I can do more also. And I had a long talk with myself this morning as I was getting my morning workout in. I was like, man, Tez, you do a lot, bro. But are you doing everything? I heard a quote from Michael Jordan earlier. And it says, I don't compete with other people. I compete with my own potential. And when I look at all the gifts that God has given me, I look at my intellect, my creative genius. I look at my imagination. I look at my ability to commit, to show up, to put in the work. I'm like, bro, you're not giving it 120. You got to give it 120 in all areas: family, health, relationships, social, business. You got to give 120 in everything. The power of decision. He said, make a decision and then immediately commit to following through and take some action based on that decision. Otherwise, you'll lose your momentum. They call it the law of diminishing intent. That is, when I say I'm going to do something, if I don't take a step immediately after saying I'm going to do it, every minute I delay doing it, the intent I have to do it diminishes. The law of diminishing intent. If you make a decision and then you don't take action immediately following that decision, the likelihood of you following through diminishes for every minute that goes by and you don't take an action step. And then eventually you hit what's called critical mass. You've waited so long that now for you to go back and actually take a step, you feel silly and you just give up on it altogether. Right? There is power in momentum. Take action immediately, make the decision, then the commitment to follow through, and you keep doing that. And you give it 120, people, 120%. Give your all. Challenge yourself to do it just today. Just today. Hey, whatever I do today, for the rest of the day, I'm going to give 120. I'm going to be present. I'm going to be focused. I'm going to go hardcore. I'm going to give everything that I do today 120. And see how you feel at the end of the day. Just try it and see what happens. Because that's where I am. I'm like, man, I'm just going to give 120. Everything that I decide to do today, I'm going to give 120. If I decide to start working on one of my sales funnels, then I'm going to set a timer and I'm going to say, hey, for the next 45 minutes, I'm giving 120 to getting as much done on this sales funnel as I can today. No distractions, no peeping out Facebook, see what's going on, no notifications, no interruptions. Give 120 at everything you do today and see at the end of the day how you feel. You might just get up in the morning and want to give 120 tomorrow too. I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, you just might. So that is, ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show, brought to you by Monetize My Life, the book, 4 incredibly simple ways to turn your passions into profit with little to no startup cost, guys. You do not need a whole bunch of money to get started in business, especially when you take one of your gifts, your talents that God gave you for free, that he already put deep down inside of you. All you got to do is mine it out, present that to the marketplace. You could literally start a business with virtually no money. And I want to show you how to do that. And I want to give you my free course, how to become an influencer, depending on when you're seeing this, because the free course isn't part of the giveaway forever. But depending on when you're seeing this, you might be able to get the book for free, just cover the small cost of shipping, and get instant access to my course, How to Become an Influencer. It's a game changer, man. I've been getting great feedback, great results from people who've gotten both the book and the course. So check that out at www.monetizemylifeacademy.com/free book. So we're talking 11 powerful ways to overcome fear and anxiety. 11 powerful ways for overcoming fear and anxiety. Number 1 was breathing. Number 2, act normally. When you feel the pressure, right, of fear and anxiety, try to calm yourself and act normal. Number 3, seek support, right? Being around good people, being around the right energy, being around the people who encourage you that there is nothing to be afraid of, that you got this, that you are prepared, that you're ready, right? That you're locked and loaded. That's important. Number 4, this is one of my big ones, man. This is one of my big ones. I'm really good at this. Number 4 says, have positive expectations, right? See, when you have a positive expectation of how the outcome is going to turn out, then it automatically starts to dissipate your fear and your anxiety, because it's like, man, if I'm believing that I'm going to be successful, let's hurry up and get to it. Fear and anxiety are the results of expecting the worst. When you expect the best, you can't feel afraid. You feel excited instead. So it's a little shift in mentality that allows you to take fear and anxiety and turn it into excitement because of what you're expecting the outcome is going to be. Positive mental attitude, man, is everything, y'all. It's everything. Optimism is everything. And if you're not an optimistic person, it is going to take some practice, but you need to get yourself there, because I promise you there is far more good in this world than there is evil, right? It's like when you turn on the news will show you 95% of the time, the news is showing you 5% of the bad that's going on in your community. And because they're showing you bad 95% of the time, you think your community is 95% bad. And that shapes your attitude on how you're going to behave in your community. It's crazy, right? Well, we're also doing that to ourselves with the story that we're telling ourselves. You guys know that the imagination is one of the most powerful things that we have. One of the greatest gifts that we have from our Creator is our imagination. You guys know what the perverted version of imagination is? It's worry. See, I can imagine how my life is going to be in the future. All the good things are going to come from the work that I'm putting in today. The seeds I'm sowing today, I can imagine the harvest. But I can also take that imagination and use it to worry about the things that won't happen, or the things that could happen, or the bad, or the negative, or the fact that I might die before I see my children, or that one of my children might die. I can take that same imagination, that beautiful gift that God has given me, and I could turn it into something that could be used as a force for evil and cause me to be fearful, cause me to worry, cause me to literally stress myself to death. Right? You don't want to do that, man. So understand the power of positivity. Have positive expectations, right? Number 5, what are we going? Number 5, start small. Start small. Afraid of spiders? Okay. You don't have to go be in the presence of a spider right now. You can start small. Just start looking at some photos of small, harmless spiders until you feel calm and relaxed when you see a spider. And if you're looking at photos of a spider, you're going to feel calm when you see them on the picture. Eventually, you'll get to that space. Eventually, you'll get to a space where when you see them in real life, you'll be equally as calm. Start small. Little wins are important, guys. Do not despise humble beginnings. Little, small, incremental wins are important. Number 6, we're talking 11 powerful ways to overcome fear and anxiety. This is Mental Health Awareness Month. This is Wellness Wednesdays right here on the Cortez Hustle Show. Do me a favor, smash that share button if you have not already. If you're listening to this on the podcast, if you're listening to this on YouTube, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe and you share this on your feeds. And when you hit share, always put hashtag Cortez Hustle. I like to scan the internet and see who's tagging me in those shares. And I want to share you and shout you out when you do, man, because I like to support those who are supporting me. And number 6, let it go. Let it go. It's common for fear and anxiety in one part of your life to bleed over into other parts of your life. A rough morning meeting with the boss could ruin the rest of your day if you let it. Once the event is over, decide to let it go and move on. This is where the power of your words come into play. Because you will have a bad moment, and the first thing you'll say is, man, that messed up my day. Listen to me what I'm saying. You'll experience a bad moment. A moment. Somebody cut you off in traffic. That's a moment that happened. And if you're not careful and you let the first thing that come out of your mouth, this fool done messed up my day. What you got to understand about your words is your words are seeking, your words will bend and move the universe in a way that when you say something has messed up your day, those words are going to go out, they're going to find good ground, and they're going to start to grow. And everything that you start seeing is a manifestation of your day being messed up because you said so. Oh, y'all got to get that. And because you said your day was messed up, now you get into work and you spill coffee on yourself. See, since that fool cut me off, I knew this whole day was going to be messed up. Now I done spilled coffee on my favorite pair of pants. I done spilled coffee on my brand new shirt. This day just keeps getting worse and worse. And guess what? The universe keeps showing you what you want to see. You're saying this day is getting worse and worse. You're saying this is a bad day. So in order for the universe to validate what you're saying, then your risk filter activates. Your reticular activating system kicks in and you start seeing all of these negative things to validate what you already believe. You already believe that today is going to be a bad day. So your risk filter opens up and it shows you all the negative things to validate what you believe. Your perception is your reality. Never let a bad moment turn into a bad hour or a bad day. It was a moment. Let it go, people. Let it go. Number seven. Sweat. Yeah, y'all don't want to hear this one, but sweat, man. The chemicals that your body releases during times of fear and anxiety can last quite a while. One easy way to get rid of them is to exercise. Work up a sweat and watch your fear and anxiety just melt away. This is also a much healthier way to deal with unpleasant feelings than drugs, alcohol, or overeating. Sweat, exercise, go for that brisk walk, go for that run, calm yourself to overcome, right? These are things that you could do within your control to help you overcome fear and anxiety, right? Fear and anxiety are keeping us from some beautiful things that this life wants to offer us, but we're scared to get out of our comfort zone. We feel anxious every time we get away from our places of comfort. I had sat on a panel discussion with Dr. Lance McCarthy here in St. Louis. He's a brilliant mind and like a local celebrity. Everybody knows Dr. Lance, right? And he was saying that one of the reasons that we suffer and lack and wallow is because we won't change our routines. He said every day or every week you get paid. You want to blow off steam, you go to the same bar, club, or hangout. You have the same drink that you always have. You have the same conversations with the same people. And if they're not the exact same people, they're the same types of people, because birds of a feather flock together. You're having the same thing. So as a result, you're not expanding your mind at all. And we do the same things. We'll go out. We'll pay for the drinks. We'll pay for the Uber to get there. We'll pay for sometimes the cover charge to get in the club and all of these things. And his point was, he said, while you're doing that and getting the same results year after year because you won't change your routine, he said on the other side of town, there is an art exhibit, a nonprofit function. There is something else going on in the other part of town where the drinks are free. The conversations are different. There's no cover charge to get in. And the people that you say you want to meet because you're trying to go to the next level, they're over there. But because you're afraid that you're going to run into somebody who has a different view than you, because you're afraid that if you're out of your comfort zone, you don't know anybody, you're not going to know what to say and behave in that environment. Maybe you won't the first time. But if you keep going, you keep showing up, you keep introducing yourself, now you're starting to stretch, right? Are you willing to get out of your comfort zone and become someone new? Because I can tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, the things that you want right now in life, in business, relationship-wise, you are incapable of getting them Everything that you say you want, you are incapable of getting them right now. If you were capable of getting them, you would already have them. Here's the key. You have to become somebody different in order to get them. Because the you that you are right now, you can't get them. But the you that you are destined to become can. How quickly are you going to move to becoming that new person? Really quickly, ladies and gentlemen, we got to take another quick break. And I want to share with you guys our financial makeover system. This is just a short 90-second video on our complete financial makeover. Some of you guys won't admit it publicly, but you're hurting financially. And it's okay, guys. Here's the thing. You don't want to admit it publicly, but according to statistics, 3 out of every 4 people in this country are hurting financially. And they're secretly looking for solutions. And you know what? That's what the powers that be are counting on. They're counting on you to keep your situation private. Because if everybody said how they're hurting financially at the same time, then you'll realize it's not you. It's not your fault. There's a system, there's a machine that causes poverty in this country, because poverty is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. And we are fighting the war on poverty with our complete financial makeover. And I want to introduce it to you right now. So check it out.
Money. Who took it? How can I get it back? How can I keep it? How can I make more of it? How can I get it to work for me? These are just a few of the questions millions of hardworking Americans ask themselves every day. This is also why MWR Financial has created the Complete Financial Makeover, a done-for-you financial success system that provides everything you need to save, make, and grow your money. Imagine what your life would look like if you paid less in taxes. You could lower your monthly bills. Your credit scores were amazing, and you were able to eliminate all your debts in record time, while being able to make more money than you ever thought possible with a team of financial experts that will help you save and invest like the pros, all at the same time. Sounds amazing, right? Well, what if I told you there's a realistic, affordable way to make all of this happen that guarantees your success with no risk to you? You'd think I was crazy, or this is another one of those fancy sales pitches, right? Well, believe it or not, this is real, and thousands of people just like you are winning the money game like never before. You see, we figured out how to help everyone, regardless of their current financial position, lower their taxes, debts, and monthly bills, while increasing their credit scores, income, and investments all at the same time, without them having to become financial experts, because our experts do all the work. The only thing missing is you. So, what are you waiting for? Your money's not going to fix itself or magically start growing unless you do something about it. And with our risk-free guarantee, the only way you can lose is if you choose not to participate. With that said, get back to the person that shared this information with you. Have them show you a full presentation and start your complete financial makeover today, so you too can create your own before and after financial makeover success story.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know it is Mental Health Awareness Month, but some of the stress that comes into our lives that's causing us to have emotional stresses is tied to our finances. And you need a answer to your financial problems, and MWR's Complete Financial Makeover is what I use as that solution. So we're talking 11 powerful ways to overcome fear and anxiety. It is Wellness Wednesdays right here on the Cortez Hustle Show. And in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month, I thought we'd do something around mental health. So let me just recap. We got to number 8. Let me recap and then we'll finish up. So number 1 was breathing, right? You notice how your breathing changes when you get anxious, when you're fearful. That's by design, because your body is starting to literally shift things inside to prepare you to be successful, right? I know it's called fight or flight. And a lot of times people think, hey man, I'm just going to run away from this thing. No, your body is really changing its breathing. It's changing the way your blood is being pumped. is putting different endorphins into your bloodstream and getting you ready to win, man. So number two, act normally, right? You can stay calm, right? That's a way that you can kind of just treat this thing like, hey, I'm already successful. I've already won, right? Number three, spend time with supportive people, right? Get in the right energy that keeps you in the right frame of mind when you're feeling anxious. Number four, have positive expectations, right? You know how you get positive expectations is when you prepare, right? They say opportunity or luck is when opportunity and preparation meet. So if you want to have the right expectations, prepare for whatever you got. Whatever that thing is that's causing you to feel anxious, prepare for it. And now you can have a positive thought about how the outcome is going to be. Number five, start small, right? Whatever that fear is, just start small and take incremental steps in the right direction. Number six, let it go, man. Some of the things that cause our greatest amounts of fear and anxiety have already passed. I was scared to do X, Y, Z. I already done it. I made it through, but the residual fear and anxiety of what I was thinking before the event, I'm carrying that into the next event. No, let that go. Number seven, sweat. The chemicals that your body releases during fear and anxiety can last a while, right? So if you were anxious about a meeting and that meeting has already taken place and you're trying to get rid of that fear and anxiety, then man, a brisk walk might help. Getting your heart rate up a little bit so that your body start putting in those endorphins into your system might help, right? Now let's move on to these last few and we'll be out of here, man. Number eight, reward yourself. Reward yourself. After dealing successfully with a challenging situation, it's okay to celebrate. This will teach your brain that these stressful situations have a positive outcome, right? Think about what you do when you're training a puppy, right? And I'm not trying to call anybody a puppy or a dog on it, but think about it. It's called positive reinforcement. Your puppy does something that you want them to do, and especially when you want it to be habitual, you give them a snack, you give them a treat. It reinforces the behavior. This is the same thing. When you get through that thing that challenged you, that had you anxious, that had you fearful, and you come out on the other side victorious, reward yourself because you're training your brain that dealing with these stressful situations has a positive outcome. Buy yourself something small or do something enjoyable. Anything that puts you in a good mood is a good choice. Now, as a financial health mentor, that don't mean go out and buy yourself a new bag, ladies, a big screen TV, fellas. No, buy yourself something small when you have that small win, right? Reward yourself because it's reinforcing the behavior. Let's see. So that was number 8. Where are we now? We're on number 9. Let me get to number 9. Number 9 is take action. Take action. If you're worried, do something to resolve the source of your worry. Right? It's kind of what I mentioned before. Prepare yourself. Right? This is one of the greatest things to overcome fear is knowledge. So if I'm afraid of doing something, let me go and learn up on it. If I'm afraid of this presentation, let me practice my presentation. If I'm afraid of speaking in front of a group, let me get my family together in a small room, as many as I can, and let me speak in front of them, right? If you worry, do something to resolve the source of your worry. By taking action, you're taking responsibility. You also become more focused on your plan, which takes your mind away from your worry. The more you do to resolve the situation, the less fear and anxiety you will feel. The more you do to resolve the worry, the less anxiety you feel. In other words, the more you prepare, the more you practice, the more you rehearse, the more you go over with in your mind, the more you read up on the subject, the more you study, the more you prepare, the less anxious. Right? Number 10, distract yourself. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about the situation. In those cases, distractions can provide relief. Ensure that your distractions are positive, such as reading something beneficial or getting some exercise. At the very least, avoid distractions that are unhealthy or lead to additional challenges. All right, we're talking about the 11 powerful ways to overcome fear and anxiety. This is Mental Health Awareness Month. We've got to start paying attention to our mental health. We've got to start prioritizing our mental health. Sometimes a good distraction, right? One of the things that I know that allows me to be very present when I need to take my mind off something is I like to play basketball. It's hard to play basketball and be worrying about anything else other than the joker in front of you that's trying to get to the basket. So you got to find a good, positive distraction. And when I'm playing basketball, not only am I not thinking about the thing that I'm worried about, but I'm also exercising. My heart rate is going up. So the endorphins are being flooded and through my body and that sort of thing. So I'm actually doing multiples of these things in one activity, right? Do you have a positive distraction that can pull you away from your worries, your fears, your anxieties, right? And last but not least, number 11, use positive affirmations. Keep your mind focused on positive thoughts by saying positive things to yourself. How you talk to yourself affects your mood and experience. Man, this is one of the most underrated solutions in all things related to success, not just overcoming anxiety and mental health. It's one of the most underrated success principles, I believe, of them all. We are all a direct result of the conversations that we have with ourselves. And most of us have a negative track playing on repeat inside of our minds. And if you don't take anything away from what I say today, I want you to understand how the universe works. All the universe knows how to do is say yes. I know it's kind of hard to believe, but all the universe knows how to do is say yes. When you put words out in the universe that are backed by emotion, the universe is in full agreement with you. See, most of the time when we do our affirmations, we might have some written down and we just read them with no emotion. And we're saying, well, Cortez, this can't be right because I read my affirmations, but the universe doesn't seem to be bending to my will. That's because in order for the universe to bend, your words have to be filled with emotion. See, this is why when that person cut you off in traffic and you said that person ruined your day, what was the amount of emotion that was filled in those words when you said them? You were angry, you were frustrated, you were mad, you were fired up. And you said those words with so much emotion, the universe had to take note. And it started agreeing with you. Yes, today is a bad day. Yes, this person has ruined your whole day. And then something else happens to you in the next 10 minutes, the next 15 minutes, in the next hour. And because you are still stewing over the guy or the gal who cut you off in traffic, all of the emotions that you're saying to yourself, I can't believe this jerk. This dude's gonna mess up my day. There's no way I'm gonna go in there and be able to give this presentation with this on my mind. And you're saying all of these negative things to yourself, and the universe is saying, yeah, I agree. There's no way you're gonna be able to get that presentation done. There's no way you're gonna have a good day today. There's no way you're gonna be able to close that client on the phone today after this guy cut you off. Whatever you're saying, filled with emotion, the universe is saying, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. So you got to switch the game up when you're saying your affirmations and you're starting to produce a new track, right? Some of you guys need to go into the studio today and cut a new soundtrack to your life. And you need to put that on repeat in your head, because the soundtrack that you currently have on replay is not serving you. Is it? If we are all a result of the things that we are saying to ourselves on repeat, then do you have what you want? Or do you keep ending up with what you don't want? Because if you keep ending up what you don't want, like poverty, you keep trying to say that you're going to be rich. But when you say you want to be rich, you don't say that with belief. But when somebody asks you how you doing, you say, oh man, I'm broke as a joke, dog. You say that with emotion and with conviction. And the universe says, yes, you are. And then you get a flat tire and realize you don't have enough money in your bank account to get a new tire or to call a tow truck. So the universe is validating that which you already believe, that you are broke as a joke, because that's what you're proclaiming over your life over and over and over and over again, because that's what you're saying with passion. That's what you're saying from the truest belief that you have in you, that you are broke. We need to go into the studio. We need to record a new CD, a new MP3, and we need to put that on autoplay in our mind, on repeat, and we need to start using the power of I am. I am a genius. I am the greatest digital marketing coach on the planet. I am the biggest podcast host on the planet. I am talking to thousands of people who join me on my Facebook Lives every day. I am talking to thousands of people who download the Cortez Hustle Show every day. I am bringing value to the community. That's why people rock with me. I am a great husband. I am a great father. I am the truth. I am the real deal. I am all that I say that I am. Because I am the child of the great I am. What is the soundtrack that's playing in repeat, that's on autoplay in your mind? Even when you're sleeping, some of this stuff is running through your mind and you have bad dreams every night. Man. We're going to pick this up next week on Wellness Wednesdays. We're going to keep with our Mental Health Awareness Month topics. So come back. Tomorrow, I have Boss Mom Ariel Bivens Biggs on the show tomorrow. And she's going to be talking about, if you have children who are entrepreneurs, how to take them to the next level. Till I talk to you guys next time, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up. But you've got to overcome fear if you're going to win.